This is the Generation Report. In the next 3 minutes, I will give the best explanation I can for why the world, not just America, is in a fourth turning of history right now. World War II ended in 1945. Most of the world's major powers were obviously among the major combatants. According to Victor Davis Hanson, only 11 nations total were officially neutral when the fighting stopped. The war killed approximately 60 million people, wounded or displaced millions more, transformed whole societies, brought total ruin to others, and oversaw the Holocaust, the forming of the Iron Curtain, and the creation of the atomic bomb. Around the world, movements for national independence gained strength as a result of the war, leading to a wave of decolonization afterward. And in the period of months and years around the end of the war, meetings took place, agreements were signed, trials were held, and institutions were founded which established the basis for the world order we still recognize today. Fast forwarding to today, all the conversations and headlines in 2022 about the breakdown of the post-World War II order testify to the kind of year it's been. The obvious question then becomes why now? And in looking at the past and the present through the lens of Strauss and Howe's insights, the explanation seems to be the following. World War II was the most cataclysmic, all-consuming, and transformative event in all of modern history. In every sense, it ended one era of history and gave way to another. When the rebuilding began in earnest and the post-war babies were being born, the world was in a first turning. But in a sense, that was just the tip of the iceberg. What the end of the war also did was bring societies around the world into close alignment in their generational patterns and turnings for decades to come. What this means is that while boomers were being born in America, the generations being born in Britain and the Commonwealth were also prophet archetypes. What this means is that while America was in a second turning in the late 1960s, Europe and China were in a second turning in the late 1960s. What this means is that portraits of young adults in the 1990s around the world had some overarching similarities, and they did in the 2010s too. But while these are all useful examples, none gets to the heart of why the 2020s are going the way they are. So here are some basics. As we close out 2022, the global generation born just after World War II is old. The institutions which formed the basis for the post-war order are older. And the event which, in a sense, created the world as we know it has passed almost completely beyond living memory. In one sense, the fading of World War II from living memory is a normal extension of the passage of time as well as of generational change. But in another sense, that passage has resulted in the permanent change or the loss of a lot of meanings. In matters of politics and in matters of peace and war, nearly all the reference points either have changed or are changing. That is why the world is in a fourth turning. Thank you for listening. If you enjoy this series, please like this episode, subscribe to the channel, and share both with as many people as you can. Happy New Year to you and yours. I'm Paul Zimi Finn. May God bless America.